Okay, today we are talking about the difference and similarities about exam PTC and PCE. This word is for our teacher Diana Carolina Ramirez Muñoz in Electiva 2. Okay, the exam PET is an intermediate level B1 where the basic level for English and demonstrate in that you have a skill in the use of the English language. Number 2, develop your ability and communicate in English in the same practice activities. Number 3, obtain a qualification that is accepted in worldwide. Number 4, improve your prospect for work, travel, and study. Number 5, the exam takes 2 hours and 20 minutes. The difference about exam PCE is number 1, it's a B2 level where it shows that you can communicate face to face in expression, opinions, and present argument. Number 2, following the news on TV, writing claims and details English. Number 3, intermediately healthcare and advice level. Students must take a Cambridge exam at the end of the available PET and PCE course depending on the level to the student has. Number 4, accepted to enter undergraduate programs taught in English in non-English speaking countries. Number 5 is taking or to takes 3 hours and a half hours. Okay, this is a preliminary English test, PET. It corresponds to level B1 in medium level. This exam access to the same four aspects in English in a device to into the same three parts: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Write the new change in the scoring system. You should know that the score for the exam is between 120 and 17 points. Okay, Cambridge English first, PCE. It's equivalent to level B2 and evaluates writing, listening, speaking, and used to English, which to probably included used to English and reading, which you can effectively communication face-to-face, expressing opinion, and presenting argument. This is some tips about how do you the development to the pets and physics exam. Don't have leave blank space. This is a first tips. And second tips is a control the time. Take to time. Don't forget for the time. Some tips for reading. Very important. Don't try to read the whole text. Each part for the reading evaluate for think. So you read the first paragraph and you look at the first question. They go to under and evaluate the general meaning. Second tips for reading. Look the connectors. And number 3 tips, choose attention to what the question asks for you. Some tips for writing. Number 1, divide your time. You have to write 2 compositions. Divide your time for each one depending on the exam. You have around 40 minutes for each for the writing. Don't go beyond this limit. Number 2, make a plan for yourself. Tips number 3, don't improve. Each type of writing has a format. Try to respect it. Number 4, don't go ever to the top, thinking about what you want to write about. This part of the exam is not about quality. Tips for listening. Don't try to translate everything you heard. Don't waste time to try to translate what you heard, but understand what is going on. Second tips, pay attention to the audio. Try the first time to take notes with what you understand, and second time you choose the answer. Sign the keyword during the audio. Write down the words that you think are relevant to be able to choose the answer. Number 4, or tip number 4, there are pitfalls. In the audio you will hear 3 options, so very careful will you want to question acts. Tips for speaking. Number 1, don't use short answer. Okay, if you ask where are you from, don't respond Popayan. This example. Respond, I am from Madrid and I live here about 4 years and I live with my wife and my son, in my pet, my beautiful cat. It's only an example. Tip number 2, sorry. Don't speak too fast. This teacher is currently also talking too fast. After make more mistake and examine may don't understand you. Number 3, use vocabulary that you master. Don't try to word you don't master, because frequency is very important. Number 4, or tip number 4, don't take too much into the third parts. Your ability to do conversation is evaluated here. This is all for this video. Thank you so much, teacher, and God bless you.